Guys, Gregg Berhalter is back. We got hoodwinked, bamboozled, and straight up fucking lied to. U.S. Soccer was telling us for months and months, and then after they hired fucking Davy Crocker, whatever the fuck his name is, that they were gonna do this extensive search and interview so many candidates. Actually, the candidates thing was a few days ago, and they were interviewing all these people and whatnot, so they could hire the whatever. I don't even know what wording they used. Anyways, basically, they led us to believe they did this whole fucking search for a new head coach for the U.S. men's national team. It was all bullshit, honestly. Dude, I mean, oh my gosh, that was absolute bullshit. They lied to us. They played with our emotions. They strung us along. Absolutely ridiculous, man. It shouldn't surprise me that U.S. soccer would do something like this, but it somehow does. And it's just the worst, man. Like, seriously, these guys, this federation is something else, man. And it sucks because the way how they dropped this, the news right, what was it, like 4 minutes into the match yesterday? Which, by the way, we should be talking about that. That match was brilliant. The U.S., the guys were great. Gio Reyna, Pulisic, all of them, they were awesome. It's funny how this is possibly the best performance against, you got to say a shitty Mexico team. And we absolutely dominated them. And it was with a team that basically didn't have a coach because BJ Callahan is the current coach, but he's really kind of not. But, I mean, the guys basically didn't have a coach, and they played much better than they ever have with Gregg Berhalter, who's back, by the way. Did I mention that? It's a disgrace, man. It's an absolute disgrace. I can't believe that after all this time, we end up with who we started with. The U.S. soccer, they said that they got this fucking firm and they were doing all these interviews and blah, blah, blah. And they ended up with the same motherfucker that we already had. It's honestly, it baffles the mind, man. Like, this is a manager that, like, quite honestly, like, I know people say he won this title, he got us the World Cup. First of all, we barely fucking qualified to the World Cup. And those two finals, the one where the Gold Cup final, that was kind of impressive because we had like a C team. We beat Mexico's basically their A team. We didn't play very well, but we got that goal off the header for Miles Robinson. Sorry, that's my little dog over there. She knows I'm upset. And then the Nations League final, which was an awesome final, and we fought and we won that shit. But Mexico did dominate us. And keep in mind, guys, those two finals we beat them in, this Mexico team is ass. This is not a good Mexico team. Still, yeah, I give him credit for winning those, but honestly, BJ just freaking proved to us last night that basically anyone could win. I could hire the dude that works at the store down the street to hire this team, to coach this team, and we'd still beat Mexico yesterday, and most likely win against all these other teams that they brag about, because they love to brag about, like today, the freaking release of that Gregg was here, that Gregg was our manager again. They like to brag about his stats and that he has this many wins and blah, blah, blah. Bro, like, we're beating the shit out of teams like Grenada and Martinique and, I'm Salvadorian, but El Salvador sucks too. So, like, this is stat padding. And then we go face real teams, like when we got fucking obliterated by Japan in that friendly right before the World Cup. We got slapped up by the Netherlands. Every time we face like a real team, we don't look good, but we look good against like these fucking minnows from CONCACAF, which, no disrespect, but it's absurd, man. Like, to think that this manager is gonna take us to that next step, it's not gonna happen, and it's just absolute incompetence from U.S. soccer, man. And I'm just so fucking sick of it. Like, I truly wish I did not care, but I do care, and I'm still gonna watch all the games, and I'm still gonna cheer for the team, even though this dude's gonna roll out fucking Christian Roldan and Aaron Long when he gets the fucking chance. It's fucking absurd. A lot of things make sense now, and I think this whole coaching search was absolute bullshit, to be honest. Like, I don't think they intended on hiring anyone that wasn't fucking Gregg Berhalter this whole time. And it's crazy, man. The way they did this, it was so fucking sneaky and so fucking shitty how they did it. It's honestly absurd. I've been thinking about it all day because this was released in the morning. I'm here in California, so it was kind of early in the morning, and I've been thinking about it all day, and I didn't even know if I should make a video at first, but I thought about it, and the more I thought about it, the more it fucking bugged me, because it's the way they did it, man. It's just so absurd, and this guy, This guy, we barely made it to the World Cup, guys. Don't fucking lie to yourselves and be like, oh, we didn't make it 2018. No, we did this time. No, dude. We just made it. We made it on goal difference. Because Greg is fucking stubborn and he's a fucking, he's, I'm not going to say he's a horrible coach, but he's a fucking, you know what? Yeah, he's a hack. That's what he is. You know, he's a fucking hack. He's not a good coach. He's not a good manager. He doesn't have a proven winning record in club football. Here, yeah, he's won 2 trophies, but like I said, we beat the shit out of like teams like Grenada and Martinique. Like what? Of course, I mean with the resources and the players we have, the player pool. Like how are we not going to win those matches? You know, it. He holds back our team, and U.S. soccer is so fucking incompetent, and they have their little fucking boys club, and they don't want to hire anyone from the outside. Like man, there's rumors about trying to interview like Mourinho and Patrick Vieira and all and people like that. Even Jesse Marsh, who I didn't think should get it, but I think that was all bullshit. They knew who the fuck they were gonna hire. They're gonna hire Gregg Berhalter because that's their little lapdog. He does what he wants him to do. He calls up his stupid fucking favorites, which, you know, honestly, every team has favorites. Every manager has favorites, I'm sorry. You know, that's a fact. But usually when you have a favorite, it's because they're fucking good. Not fucking absolute wastes of space like Rodon and Aaron Long and fucking Areola and even Zardes at one point. Like, you know, I'm sorry, but that's the fucking truth. Like, it's absurd, you know. To bring this guy back. This guy that started Jesus Ferreira against the Netherlands and took him out after 45 minutes because he realized that he was absolute donkey shit in the whole game. It's crazy, man. It's honestly absurd. Like it's so hard to believe. At the same time, I believe it because it's U.S. soccer. I just can't, man. You know, it's hard to believe. You know, incompetence is what everyone lives on in U.S. soccer. They hired this fucking Crocker guy. What the fuck did he do? He brought the same guy. I'm sure in the interview he must have said something like, "Oh, I plan on bringing, you know, keeping Gregg Berhalter in some capacity or some bullshit." I don't know. I wasn't there, but I mean, it seems like now when I look at all the evidence, it seems like they wanted to fire him from the beginning, and it's kind of wild too because some of these players kind of low key dissed him in some of the interviews, like Joe Scally, you know, saying that he didn't want to. He was hoping the next manager would be a manager who didn't try to run the national team like a club, which I agree with. That's what this dude tries to do all the time. Doesn't really work out like that. You know, you had like Pepe who said he hung up on him. You know, there was quite a bit that happened. You know, things that players said. Hopefully it doesn't affect him. Hopefully Greg, who's acted like a fucking child, hopefully he's able to start with a clean slate and, you know, just like start and, I mean, fuck. I mean, what else do we have to do? We have to cheer now for him still. You know, we want our national team to win. We have a good, talented group of players, which showed yesterday when we just thrashed Mexico, honestly. We have to cheer for him. And, you know, I'm going to keep doing it. But, I mean, it sucks, man. Fucking Gregg Berhalter is back. It's absurd, man. Those Instagram posts and the stats and all that. Oh, my gosh. That shit gave me a fucking headache earlier, man. But, I mean, there's not much we could do about it. Just cheer for the team, you guys. You know, let's enjoy BJ because I guess he did a good job. Let's enjoy him in the Gold Cup, which we should still have him. I don't even know at this point. I'm not sure. All those rumors of hiring Jesse Marsh and hiring I don't know who else, they were just bullshit. You know, just understand that. And you know what, you guys, like it's hard, and I know it's going to be hard to cheer for this team still, but I mean, fuck, man, it's awful. It's really discouraging. You know, we want to take this next step and move up because, you know, we're hosting the World Cup. But I don't think that's going to be the case with Mr. Berhalter unless he completely 180s and changes his approach to being the national team coach. I don't think so. You know, yesterday, you know, we saw when you leave the players basically do their thing, give Reyna space, don't have him playing as a right winger. You know, we saw what these players could do. We have some brilliant players, guys, honestly. We took advantage of a bad Mexico team, and we should be celebrating that. But here I am pissed off that we brought the same motherfucker we had before after all this bullshit. It's a shame, guys. But, I mean, anyways, guys, just keep supporting the team. I mean, there's not much else we could do about it. I'm upset. I know a lot of us are upset, and I see people spamming like the comments and like on social media. And I'm glad. We should be putting pressure like that on the federation. We should be voicing our opinions and talking a little bit of shit, but also don't take it overboard, guys. Don't fucking threaten people and don't be fucking racist or whatever. Just voice your opinions. That's good. It's a good thing, and I'm glad I've been seeing it. I don't think I've seen a single positive thing on social media about this rehire, but because it is a rehire technically. But yeah, keep voicing your opinions, guy. Keep doing that shit. Fuck it. Like, let them know you're not happy. Put some pressure, just like the Mexican media. You guys should see the Mexican media. I don't know which one of you guys speak Spanish, but if you do listen to how they're going in on their team and their federation, dude, they're going hard, that media. We need more of that instead of all this little fucking puppy dog shit, safe shit. We need more of that for sure. You guys should listen. It's pretty interesting how they do it, and they praise us. Some of them even praising Berhalter, which fuck that. But you guys should see that, and it's great. And I'm glad you guys are putting pressure on them. Watch all the YouTubers, U.S. soccer YouTubers that are putting pressure on them too, voicing their opinions. It's great, guys. I love this community. But fucking hell, man, we have Gregg Berhalter back. But anyways, you guys have a good one, man. I mean, I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of my day after this fucking horrible news. Fuck, I'm being dramatic, but fuck, I mean, oh well, what could we do about it? But anyways, y'all have a good one.